I think the biggest thing that the Trump token demonstrated to me was that there's not as much liquidity in a lot of these altcoins as you think. Trump was a very unique situation where you could fire in 500K, price went up 4x, you could nuke the $2 million now that you had in one single clip and basically do nothing to the chart. A lot of these altcoins that are multi-hundred million dollar market cap, forget multi-billion, with deep multi-hundred million liquidity that Trump was, are not nearly as liquid as you think. And you saw that when Trump token basically was vamping liquidity from everything, was vamping liquidity from basically everything. So a lot of coins dropped 10, 20, 30, 40% because everyone was selling those coins to go into Trump. So when someone has $5 million of one of these coins that's, a couple $100 million market cap, they don't really have $5 million if they try and exit that in one clip. They're gonna get destroyed. They're gonna nuke the chart. Doesn't mean they can't clip out, but they're not as liquid as you think they are. So if you're very deep in some of these altcoins, just realize that that number that you see in your portfolio is just the amount of tokens you have times by the market price. That does not mean that's what you're gonna get filled at trying to exit that motherfucker. So keep that in mind when you're doing your mental math, being like, well, I got $1 million in this fucking random token. You probably don't actually have $1 million, because if you need to get out of that thing quick, that liquidity might not be as thick at that level as you think, okay? So I think the whole trying to call top, trying to focus on when the market's gonna end, blah, 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 I think it's kind of silly. My guess is Q4 this year. But if something happens crazy before then, I'm getting the fuck out anyways. And I'll be selling well before Q4. I never sell the top. I sell before it every time. And that's okay. Because one time I sold after the top, and that basically meant I lost the majority of my fucking money. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I learned that multiple cycles ago.